Okay, let's unpack this. We spend so much time on dialogue, right?
Well,
On subtext, on what's said.
right, the words.
But what happens when the words just stop? Today, we're doing a deep dive into that other language,
The physical language.
the physical language of dramatic arts. We're really looking for a shortcut here, a way to understand how professional actors train their bodies to tell a whole story
Without a single word.
without relying on their voice at all.
And this isn't just some abstract idea. I mean, the sources we have, they lay out an incredibly high-level standard.
Okay.
We're talking Journey 1, movement skills. This is what's required for, say, a grade 12 final exam in dramatic arts. It's the bedrock.
So this is foundational stuff.
It's the mandatory disciplined work you have to do to interpret, narrative, lyrical, even dramatic contexts on stage.
We're talking about really specialized physical work then, the kind you'd need for complex mime or for bringing a poem to life. Physically.
That's the mission.
Yeah. We're going to break down the fundamental principles, the actual exercises, and
Yeah.
this is the really fascinating part.
Go on.
The way energy is defined, the way it's categorized. And this draws heavily on people like Arthur Lessac and Jacques Lecoq.
So we start with the absolute basics, with physical neutrality, and end up with something emotionally charged.
Exactly. A full performance.
All right, let's start at the very beginning. The non-negotiables. What are the core principles that have to guide all this work?
There are three, and they're constantly reinforced. The first one is all about alignment and vitality.
Okay.
The guiding idea is the longer the spine, the healthier the spine.
That's more than just stand-up straight.
Oh, much more. It frames the body as an instrument that just performs best when it's fully extended and free.
And that length, I imagine, creates a kind of chain reaction. It connects right to the second principle, which is about posture and breathing. Exactly. If you get that full vertical length in the spine, you just naturally create the space for effective deep breathing. Posture isn't static.
It's a generator.
It's a dynamic generator of energy. It's the prerequisite for breath control, which is, the actor's fuel.
And the third one, I think this is key for anyone, not just performers, eliminating unnecessary tension.
That's the ultimate goal. Tension is the enemy of expression. It's static on the line. It interrupts the signal.
You can feel it in an audience, can't you, when an actor is holding tension?
Immediately. If it's in your neck, your jaw, your shoulders, it just locks up the spine, restricts the breath. So before you can even think about playing a character, the actor has to find this physical 0 point.
And that 0 point is stage one. It's the warm-up and achieving what's called neutral posture. What is neutral posture specifically in this kind of training?
Neutral posture is the blank slate. It's standing ready, but with no character, no emotional bias.
How do you do that?
You get there by making sure your knees are soft, shoulders are relaxed, spine is lengthened. The cue is to think out through the top of the head. And, crucially, you have to maintain relaxed, deep breathing the whole time.
And there's a rule about breathing during the movements, isn't there?
Yes, and it's simple but active. You have to consciously breathe out whenever your muscles are working.
So exertion is paired with release.
Right. That pairing helps maintain the energy flow and stops you from unconsciously gripping or holding tension.
Okay, let's talk about the warm-up itself. We don't need to go through it step by step like a class. But what's the purpose of the first part, the standing sequence?
The standing sequence is all about sequential release and isolation. For instance, you have stretches and swings, and those are for building fluidity.
In the spine, mostly.
In the joints, the torso, and especially the spine. Then you get to step 2, the side stretches. The focus there is to isolate the rib cage.
The no cage, I've seen it called.
The no cage, exactly. To make sure the stretch is really happening in your torso, not just, bending at the hip. All while your base stays stable.
It sounds like you're teaching the body
Yeah.
that it's made of all these separate controllable parts. What about the strength stuff? The pliés, the squats?
That's your foundational alignment and control. When you're doing those smooth knee bends, the absolute rule is you cannot lift your heels.
Why is that so important?
It ensures your weight stays centered, balanced over your feet. It promotes muscle engagement without messing up your core alignment. You're building strength from the ground up.
After the standing work, things get more intense. The sources detail a really rigorous floor sequence. What's the goal there?
That focuses on supported strength and spinal mobility. Movements like the shoulder stand and the rollover are tough.
That.
They require you to maintain support while also getting this deep flexibility in your spine. And the leg bends are critical for releasing the lower back.
Right. The instruction is to keep the lower back flat on the floor.
You have to. It prevents strain and just maximizes the stretch.
And it seems to culminate with the back bend and the seated balance. They sound like the final exam for your core.
They really are. The back bend is this precise balance. You use controlled arm pressure to lift the chest, but your legs have to stay strong and your shoulders relax.
Strength and release at the same time.
Exactly. And the seated balance, that V shape,
Huh.
that's just pure core testing. Balancing on your sitting bones to strengthen everything you need for stage presence.
That whole sequence is just, it's a masterclass in awareness and getting rid of your own habitual tension. But once the instrument is tuned, you need fuel. And this is where the training shifts from the mechanical to the energetic. This is Arthur Lessac's relaxer energizers.
Yes. Lessac's work is a total game changer. He gets that energy and relaxation are two sides of the same coin.
Complementary opposites.
Right. So for an actor, effective movement has to be both energizing to show life and relax to be expressive, hence relaxer energizers.
And he doesn't just categorize them by feeling. He gives them a literal physical fuel source that gives an actor something really concrete to work with.
Precisely. Let's get into the first one. It's called buoyancy. And this is defined as oxygen-charged energy.
Fueled by the breath.
Fueled literally by breathing.
So how does that look in a performance? If I know my energy is oxygen charged, what do I do?
Well, it's associated with calm, with peace, with a kind of dreaminess. Because it's breath-based, the movements are often slow, deliberate, expansive.
And he breaks it down even further.
He does. Rising, floating, and settling down buoyancy. So if a character is thinking, or maybe slowly sinking into despair, they're relying on that steady, sustained, oxygen-charged state. It stops the actor from rushing their inner life.
Okay, so if calm is oxygen, the next state is a whole different beast. Radiancy, this is electricity-charged energy.
Radiancy is immediate, it's quick, it's vibrating movement. Think of a sudden spike of adrenaline.
So it's linked to those high-tension emotions. Eagerness, maybe, or...
Eagerness, intense focus, fear, sudden anticipation. Yes.
That's such a powerful tool. Knowing the energy is electric changes how you approach fear. You have to find that sharp internal vibration. The third one, potency, is maybe the most surprising. Chemically charged energy.
Potency is fascinating. It's fueled by deep, relaxed stretching and a specific technique Lessac calls muscle yawning.
Muscle yawning.
It's the energy that expresses deep strength, power, true joy. But, and this is critical, without any external strain, no visible effort.
The idea that real strength comes from a relaxed stretch, not from clenching. That seems to go right back to getting rid of unnecessary tension.
It's the difference between an actor straining to show you they're strong and an actor just effortlessly embodying strength.
So it's a relaxed authority.
A deep resonance, power that costs nothing. It ensures the expressive channels stay open even when a character is at their most powerful. A king, a general, they need potency, not just aggression.
That gives the actor a real physiological way to get to that authentic strength. And the last one is interinvolvement, emotionally charged energy.
This is the connective one. It's driven by instinct, by motivation, and by the emotional connection to others.
So it's reactive.
It's the spontaneous energy that happens when the actor's inner world meets the outer reality of the scene. It's what motivates the physical doing.
So you have oxygen for calm, electricity for alertness, chemistry for relaxed strength, and emotion for motivation. It just turns physical expression into this almost scientific practice.
It gives you a whole new vocabulary. Instead of saying move strongly but calmly, you can say blend settling down buoyancy with potency. That is high-level craft.
And that focus on connection leads right into stage 2, moving with a partner. Why does that come right after all this intense personal work?
Because partner work forces you to externalize all that physical awareness. The goal is building trust, interaction, balance. And it immediately challenges any assumptions you have about your own body.
About your size or strength?
Your size, your strength, your ability, all in relation to someone else.
What are the key exercises here? It sounds like they're designed to expose any lingering tension or imbalance.
Oh, they are. They're basically tests of shared weight and mutual support. You're leaning away while holding hands. You're doing alternating knee bends while balancing back-to-back rolling.
So the second you hold tension,
the partner feels it instantly. If you don't center your weight, they feel it. It turns that internal journey into a relational checkpoint.
The stakes are high.
Yeah.
You could literally throw your partner off balance. This all culminates in stage 3, creating a physical performance. And this is where we really see the influence of Jacques Lecoq.
Absolutely. Lecoq revolutionized physical training by shifting the focus away from psychology and more toward poetics.
And his technique, as it's outlined here, has learners create group pieces inspired by something abstract.
Inanimate materials.
Why start with something like stone or water or steel?
Because it strips away the temptation to do conventional character work. If your prompt is sand, you can't rely on dialogue, you can't rely on typical emotional gestures. You're forced to use movement dynamics.
This is called effort.
Right. Effort. You have to convey the essence of that material through physical metaphor.
And let's redefine effort in this context. It's not about working hard.
No, not at all. It's the quality of the movement. It has 4 dynamics. Flow, which is bound or free, weight, heavy or light, space, direct or indirect, and time, quick or sustained.
So if you're embodying steel, your movement has to be what?
It would have to be band, heavy, direct, and sustained. But if you're embodying air, it becomes free, light, indirect, and quick.
So the structure is pick a material, use metaphor to translate it into pure movement, explore those effort dynamics, and then build a polished performance from that.
It is the ultimate synthesis of all the training. It demands total physical literacy. The whole journey, from neutral posture all the way to Lessac's energies, gets channeled into collaborative metaphorical storytelling.
Okay, to bring this home for you, the learner, let's just quickly run through that specialized vocabulary.
Right. We've established physical theater is any theater that puts movement first, over dialogue.
And effort is that technical term for the dynamics. Flow, weight, space, and time.
Then there's metaphor. Expressing an idea through a physical form. You don't say you're heavy, your movement is heavy.
The starting point. Neutral posture.
That tension-free, unbiased stance, the actor's 0 point.
In Lessac's term, relaxer, energizer.
The action that both relaxes and energizes the body. Those 4 charged states we talked about.
And lastly, I love this term, familiar event.
That just refers to natural, spontaneous body behavior. It's the opposite of something studied or stylized. It's that raw, honest human reaction that an actor is always trying to tap into.
So when we synthesize this whole journey,
Mm-hmm.
we started with a commitment to a long, healthy spine. We moved to Lessac's charged energy states.
Fueled by oxygen, electricity, chemistry.
And we culminated in that collaborative metaphorical creation from Lecoq.
It's a holistic system. It moves the actor from internal mastery to external communication. The whole thing is built on this belief that the body is the primary tool for truth, and every single part of that tool has to be honed.
The actor has to understand the fuel of their emotional life.
Exactly.
And if we look at the big picture, the entire practice, from the very first stretch to the final performance, it all seems dedicated to destroying one single thing.
Unnecessary tension.
Unnecessary tension.
That really is the ultimate takeaway, and it applies to everything, not just acting. The training isn't just about getting stronger or more flexible. It is the conscious, disciplined process of finding and releasing the tension that restricts you.
And that makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It raises a question for all of us, far beyond the stage. How often are our own daily interactions restricted? Not because we're not smart enough, but just because of the unnecessary tension we carry around.
It makes us less buoyant, less potent, less able to connect.
So could you approach a stressful meeting or a big deadline with the physical awareness of an actor? Knees soft, shoulders relaxed, breathing deep. Could that actually make you more effective?
The actor's journey is a powerful reminder. Sometimes the most powerful, most expressive thing you can do is just achieve an absence of restriction.